For every kind of praying, there has to be that persistence in praying. That's why we look at Luke 18. And Luke 18 shows Jesus saying that men always ought to pray and not to give up. Amen. And then he uses a parable of a woman who goes before an unjust judge and keeps willing the man until the man answers. But Jesus is careful to let us know that God is not like that unjust judge. But that's the attitude to have in prayer. Because many times the discouraging factor in prayer is the time factor. Amen. And people think that, oh, the prayer of faith is that I prayed once and if it does not happen, then God does not plan to do it. No. The prayer of faith is not paying attention to that timing. The prayer of faith is that, do you have faith? If you have faith, you will stay with what you are praying about. For example, the example of the prayer of faith that we see that James uses is the man Elijah. And the particular example that he uses is what happens on Mount Carmel in 1 Kings chapter 18. Are you with me? And then Elijah gives a word because God tells him it's going to rain. Amen? And then when he gives that word, he goes to the mountain and he begins to pray. And he has to send his servant 7 times to look for the sign of the rain. Now, some people will say, God gave the word, therefore immediately I knelt down, then I should have seen the sign of the rain. Maybe not so in that situation. But Elijah did not doubt the word. By him sending the servant over and over and over and over, you could see that his faith was in what God said. And what they were seeing in the natural was not as strong as what God told him. Are you with me? What they were seeing in the natural, that, oh, there is no cloud, there is no rain, was not as strong as what God told him. That's how to walk in faith. When what God has told you, amen, is stronger than what you are seeing.